I welcome everyone for this video lecture. This video lecture is regarding an advantages of cloud computing. So in this video lecture, we are going to discuss about the advantages when you use cloud computing resources. So first advantage is an improved accessibility. So before going to the term improved accessibility, what does it mean accessibility? So now commonly everyone is using a mobile. So if you are in an access area or you will be getting an access point, what it mean? If you get a network, that is if you are using an Airtel mobile, if you get an Airtel network, the tower we call it as, if the network signal strength is high, we will be telling that we are in an accessible area. We have an access point over there. So this is called an accessibility. When we talk about cloud computing, when we use cloud services. So who are all the person who is using a cloud services? The people's working in IT industry and people working in an education sector and business peoples and industrialists and analytics. The people who work for a business analytics. Most probably everyone are now converting their entire environment into a cloud environment. So improved accessibility means the person who is going to use an cloud resources can access the cloud resources from anywhere in this world and any time. There won't be any time restriction and from any set of devices, through a laptop, through a mobile phone or through a tab or through a desktop. He or she or a person can access a cloud services. Second one is an optimum resource utilization. That is, maximum of resources can be utilized when we go for the cloud environment. So this is one of the major advantages why we are going or adapting the cloud services. So most probably now all the industry peoples, education sector, banking sector, and everyone are moving for the cloud. They wanted everything into a cloud. So this is because of optimum resource utilization, because servers, storages, and network resources are better utilized in cloud environment as they are shared among multiple users, and there will be a cut down wastage of resources. So every resources can be utilized properly. That is the main meaning. Next one, scalability and speed. So it is one of the advantages of cloud. So scalability. The term scalability is what? We can add up n number of hardwares and softwares to our cloud environment, and each and everything can be measurable. So in cloud, we will be speaking about two types of scalability: horizontal scalability and vertical scalability. And speed, the accessing of each and every application when we move across to the cloud, it is very speed as it is on our demand. So how we want, we can make it in the cloud. So it is one of the advantages of cloud computing. Next, minimizing the licensing cost of the software. When speaking, if we are an IT industry, we will be going for a cloud services. The IT industry have n number of software projects. Let us assume one software projects. They are working in creation of web-based application for some clients. So they will be designing a website, and that website they will be adding some set of businesses. So they will be in a creation of websites. So they wanted the latest softwares that should be used by their employees in order to make that website more attractive. So latest softwares are in upcoming in the market by day-to-day update. When we go for cloud computing, we don't need to buy all the softwares which is updation. So we can minimize the licensing cost of software. So because everything available in the cloud. The cloud service provider will provide all the set of softwares. Otherwise, if in a traditional way, we will be buying a software and we at the time we have to renew the software license, something like this. So it won't happen in a cloud environment when we adapt a cloud service provider. Less personal training. The user of cloud do not need any personal training because the organization will go for 5 to 10 years in a traditional way. Suddenly, if you are going for a cloud, So how it will be? Whether it is a user friendly? Yeah, absolutely it is a user friendly. There is no need of training to be given for the employees who is working in an industry when we are adapting or we are changing or here we are modifying our entire environment into a cloud environment. So we no need of training. So it is one of the advantages. Flexibility of work practices. So the employees can work more flexible in their work practices. That is, the freedom can be given for the access of the users. They can use from anywhere and anytime. That is a flexibility of work practice when we go for a cloud. Because the entire thing, if some set of modules or some set of task is given to some set of employees, duration of time, they can do it at any time because all the resources are available in the cloud. Only thing they have to go with some set of username and password for authentication, and they can use some set of services which is available in the cloud. Next, sharing of resources and cost. What does it mean sharing of resources? When we talk about cloud computing, before the computing, we will be dealing with grid computing, distributed computing, parallel computing, cluster computing. So these are the computing we will be dealing. Now we go with the cloud computing. So cloud computing is the combination or sharing of all the previous resources. So all the resources can be available in the cloud computing. It is available. So you there is when we are going for updation of cloud computing, we can use all the resources which is available also. Next one, minimizing the spending on technology infrastructure. As we know, when we go for cloud, the cost spending on infrastructure is completely cut down because everything server, storage, network, that is compute, storage, network, and everything we will be doing in a cloud service through a data center. So the physical infrastructure is completely reduced and the maintenance is easier. So as a cloud computing service are provided by service provider through internet, the maintenance will be completely managed by the cloud service provider. Provided in the case, for example, Amazon, AWS is one of the provider, Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud, they are the leading cloud service providers. Less capital expenditure. If a man is going to start a business of IT industry, they no need to go for a capital expenditure. It's very less because you can get all the services in the cloud platform. So the physical infrastructure, building and everything, there is no need of investing more on the physical infrastructure properties. And next one is on-demand self-services. That is on demand. The cloud provides automated provisioning of services on demand through self-service websites called portal. So it is the cloud computing is also known as an on-demand self-service. Thanks for watching the video.